Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Kayla Lindsay here, and we're gonna dive right into it. In my last video, I was talking all about how you can make six figures just by reaching out to your sphere. Now, I'm also gonna add on to that, it's also your A+ clients. That's right, A+ clients. And we're gonna talk about how we're going to decipher what clients are what in my next video, so stay tuned for that. But today we really need to talk about, what do you say? That's one of the biggest questions I get from my clients is, okay, once I get them on the phone, that's great. That's the easy part. I dial the number. I'm not dialing the numbers because I don't know what to say to them. Here's some really simple scripts that you can use in order to connect with the people on the other side of the phone. So we're gonna start with the simple ones. Sphere, right? This is friends and family. Now, sphere can be one of the scariest ones to call, at least for me it is, because they already know you. Some of them know you do real estate, some of them have kind of forgotten. That's okay. It's our job to remind them what we do in a passive manner. So here's what this looks like. Write this down. Ford, F-O-R-D, Ford. The Ford method. If any of you have been to any sales class anywhere, you've probably heard this a million times, but it's a good reminder. Ford stands for family, occupation, relationships, and dreams. Now, relationships, some people will also say is recreation, right? So you can say it's what are your hobbies or how are your friends doing, etc. So it can go either of those. Honestly, once you get into the conversation is going to start to flow, so you're not even going to notice it. So friend, family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. This one could also be relationships and dreams, okay? So what does this call look like? Well, I'm going to do a mock one right now with you guys, and you can just hear how it flows. Now, it's going to look kind of funny because it's just me standing in here, but that's okay. Just imagine, okay? Ring, ring, hello. Hey, Barbara, it's Kayla. We haven't spoken in forever. How are you? Oh, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Well, how's the family? How are the kids? They're probably what, 5 and 7 now? Yeah, 3 and 5, actually. 3 and 5, wow, that's crazy. Well, where are they going to school now? Oh, well, we're out right now for break, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's great. Now we move on to occupation. Are you still working over at the doctor's office? What is it, an oncologist? Yeah, I'm still working there. They actually promoted me. So now I work these hours and I get this and I get that, and the benefits are phenomenal. Now I move on to recreation. Oh, cool. So are you and Bill, or do you guys still do skiing? Are you going out doing any skiing this year? Actually, yeah, we're going out to Colorado in a few weeks to do some skiing. I can't believe you remembered that. Side note, guys, on everybody you know, and this is outside the conversation, for everybody you know, I don't care who they are, what your relationship is, they should be in your CRM system, Client Relationship Management System. I love Follow Up Boss, but really anything works. When I first started, I used note cards. Write down notes about pertinent information about them. If you find out that they love to go skiing, write it down. If you find out what the ages and the names of their kids are, write them down. If you find out birthdays, write them down. When you get back on these phone calls and these conversations, whether it's someone you know really well or a potential client you're trying to gain their trust to make sure they get to know you and list their home possibly, it's great to be able to pull out those little pieces. For example, one of my husband's bosses a couple of years ago, I had met him at a Christmas party, we were talking, and he told me all about how his sister lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and they were spending Christmas out there. Well, guess what? It was an entire year later that I saw him again, of course, at the company Christmas party, and that was one of the things that I remembered to connect with him on, was Phoenix, Arizona. And I said, are you guys going back out to Phoenix this year? I know your sister lives out there. Now, he didn't even remember he had told me that, and he sat there going, oh, wow, yeah, actually we are going out. They're coming out here too. We're gonna do a flip-flop. Oh, I can't believe you remembered that. I wrote it down. I put it in my phone. Now, it's not like I studied it before I went, but by even just writing it down, it was something that cemented in my mind. And then I could take that information, and I saw an article about something happening in Phoenix over the Christmas holiday, and I emailed it to him. Hey, I thought you might want to see this. It might be something fun to go, see with your sister while you're out there. Now, it was something very light, very passive, but I knew a pertinent piece of information about his life, and it allowed me to further connect with him. Remember? No, so he knows me, he likes me, and now he trusts me. It's about putting that together. So let's get back to our conversation with Barb. So Barb was just telling me all about how they're going skiing. Oh, that's great. So tell me, do you think you guys would ever own a place out there, be little snow bunnies all day, going out and skiing all day? Would that be something you guys would even be interested in, or are you more beach people? We're talking about dreams, right? How often do we sit back and say, man, it would be so nice to have a house up here, or it'd be great to take a long vacation here, or man, I'd love to go visit Switzerland and go skiing and snowboarding there and hang out for a month. We're trying to find out little things about them that can help us in our conversation. Now, here's the magic of having this conversation. They are going to ask you what you want to do, what you like, how your job is going, how your family is. It always gets flip-flopped. But we start from asking and gaining information from them first before they ask us. Where a lot of people do this incorrectly is when they make these phone calls, they think it has to be about real estate, right? Because you're prospecting. But let's look at it this way. When you're prospecting sphere and family and friends, this is not about being in their face saying, hey, I want to sell you stuff. Guess what? They don't care. And you're going to be that person who's in an MLM who just drives them crazy because they always want to try and sell stuff, right? We all have that person from high school that reached out on Messenger randomly and said, hey, I'm in this new business. We haven't talked in 15 years, but you should totally do it. Now, no knock on these people at all. I love that you're out hustling, but there's a certain way to do it, right? For me, in the way that I've built my business, I just want to give. I truly want to stay connected with people and know what they're doing and know how they're doing and be a part of their lives in a way by being able to speak with them about it, by going to events, by inviting them to things. I think probably most of the people that see this video that are local, they know I put on events and everybody's invited. If you want to get a headshot, come on out. You want to get family photos, come on out. We're going to do a trampoline park this coming spring, come on out. I want to give. When people realize that you truly do want to give and want to help, you will be helped. Zig Ziglar said it best. Actually, I'm going to completely botch it now. Zig Ziglar said it best. It was, help people get what they want, and you'll also get what you want. So help enough people get what they want, and you'll get what you want. It's coming from contribution. Truly having the desire to find out about somebody. Now, if you really don't give a crap about the person on the other side of the phone or what's going on with their lives, they're going to know that too. But if you truly do care and truly want that relationship, this is the way to help you build it. Now, this conversation is probably going to be 5 to 10 minutes long. I have wrangled and wrestled expired calls for close to 20 to 30 minutes sometimes, and it's a fight the entire way. Not mean fight, but it's like when you're pulling in a marlin, right? You got to give it out a little bit and then reel it in and give it out and reel it in. It's exactly what it feels like. This is a completely different kind of conversation. You're talking to people you know, who want to know about you and you want to know about them. It's extremely important to have these conversations. So now let's flip the script, and I'm going to give you one more script to go at it with. This is for people that you may not know all that well, right? We've all got that stack of business cards in our desk drawer that we went to an after hours event or what have you, we networked, and now we have all of these people that we're just staring at their cards going, I don't know what to do with these. Write this script down, pause this if you need to, and write it down. This script has closed so much business for me. And when I say script, it's just me figuring out a way to speak to people. It's not me trying to cheat someone out of something. It's just me finding a confident way to come across and connect. So here is the script. Ready? Hey, Bob, this is Kayla Lindsey. You probably don't remember me, but I had found your card in my drawer, and it must have been really important for me to have held on to it. So I wanted to reach out to you and see how you were doing and see what I might be able to do to help your business this year. I am stunned at the responses I get to this. Some people have no idea who I am, so we'll start with that one. I'm sorry, I don't think I remember you. You know what, that's fine. Honestly, I think it was at one of the after hours events. At the time I was working for such and such a company. At least I think I was. Anyway, I see here that you're with Grainger. Are you still with Grainger? Yeah, I am. Oh, that's great. So how many years have you been there? Oh, like 15. Oh, that's so cool. Guess what? I'm going right back into the Ford model, right? F-O-R-D. I didn't get to family. Right now I'm starting with occupation. You don't have to go in order, but because we met on a business standpoint, I'm going to start with a business standpoint. Oh, great. Well, now out of curiosity, I'm in real estate. You know, I meet a lot of people. What kind of clients do you work with? And I ask you that because as I'm meeting people at networking events or clients I have, if there's anyone I can put in touch with you to help you, I'd love to do it. They love this. They're like, wow, I've never had anybody ask me that before. Well, these are the kind of clients and this is what I do and this is how I do it. And now we've built rapport. And now you can ask, well, hey, let me make sure I've got your updated contact information. I don't want to go this long again without having spoken to you. So what's your phone number? Is this right? What's your email? Is that right? And what's a good address? Wonderful, because I always like to send out a little bit of love every now and then. And just to let you know, we've got some upcoming events. Stay tuned to your email. I won't blast you or anything, but we do have some events that are coming up that are family friendly. We'd love to see you come out. Great, thanks so much. Great to meet you. Here's my contact info, bye. And then you follow up with an email, follow up with a text, yes, both of them, and follow up with a handwritten note. Why do we do this? Well, it takes 8 touches. I'm trying to count my fingers, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It takes 8 touches for someone to actually have a lasting impression to remember. Now, some people can have a lasting impression immediately, but if you want someone to truly remember you and what you do, you need to touch them at least 8 times over the course of 2 weeks. How do we do that? The magic of email, text, and handwritten notes, right? You gave them a call, you followed up, you sent them an email, you sent them a handwritten note, you shot them a quick text. All this can be done within 10 minutes of getting off the phone. And then, by the way, the email, you can go ahead and schedule it so it can go out the next day. Now, the next week, you can do the same thing. Give a quick call. Hey, I was just checking in. Real quick question for you. I found someone that blah, blah, blah. It could be a neighbor, a friend, someone you thought of. Would that be a good fit for you? And try and connect them with someone immediately. Be that connector because they will be forever thankful. Think about your business. If someone just called and met you and then they sent you business the next week, you're going to remember them. So do that. Now let's go back to the beginning of the script. So we went through our script. Sometimes I'll throw out during I don't know if you remember me, I think my last name, because I got married, I think my last name was, such and such when we met and I was working for XYZ company and it was an after hours, then go into it again. And they might remember you this time. I had one person that said, I do remember you. You were in some kind of striped dress. And I was like, yeah, that was me. This was like 3 years earlier, mind you. Apparently I made an impression at that time, but he didn't remember my phone number or what I did. So now I have the ability to build on that relationship. Having a successful business is always about having a network of people who are also boots on the ground helping you with your business. It doesn't mean they're making cold calls for you. It means they know what you do, they know you're good at it, and they're gonna tell everybody they know who to use. So be sure to use these 2 tips when making these calls. Reach out to old colleagues, reach out to people with random business cards. You can even use this in the phone book. I know, old school. But go on down the line, make the calls, make the connections, make the business. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos as we're putting them out, and stay tuned for my upcoming coaching course, which is going to go through everything from listings, buyers, perfect scripts, as well as how you can actually put a system in a business together that runs. Thanks, guys.